guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Alex from Alex's Innovations. I have received so many requests on making the thin Aztec bracelet, so today I will be showing you how to do that. This bracelet is sort of an intermediate pattern. I do recommend you check out my other tutorials like the watermelon friendship bracelet, and once you're done with those and you've sort of mastered those, then you can come on over here and learn how to do this thin Aztec. So for this bracelet, you will need 6 different strings, each one about 2 meters long, and then fold that in half so that you have a loop in the middle, and then make an overhand knot about 1 centimeter long. Alright, and then attach this loop to your clipboard, and separate the strings into 2 symmetrical bundles. This step is where you're going to determine the order that you want your colors to be in. So I'm going to take my first string, I want this first string to be my white string, and I'll put this to the side. And then the next string I want is to be this turquoise one, then the light pink one, then the dark pink one, then the dark orange, and finally the light orange. Now with the first string that you put over here, you want to do 5 double forward knots, so 1 double forward knot here, 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 and here. Remember not to pull too tightly because you are starting the bracelet and it is going to look a little bit messy. That's totally okay, it always looks messy for me, so just don't worry about that. Once you're done with that, then on the other side, take out the same string that you just knotted with this. We're just going to do a mirror image of this side, so I'm going to take out my white string, and then first knot over the turquoise string, doing a double backward knot, then the dark pink string, then the dark orange string, and then the light orange string. And then with the string you just knotted with, do one more double backward knot over the other string you just knotted with. So now I'm just going to repeat what we did here, but I'm going to repeat it with the blue string. So with the blue string over here, I'm going to do 5 double forward knots. And then on the right side, I'm going to take the blue string and do 6 double backward knots. So the first 5 over these ones, and then the last one over the string that I just knotted with. And then repeat this one more time with the light pink string over here. Now with the new leftmost string, do 3 double forward knots. And then 1 forward backward knot. Then with the new leftmost string, do 1 double forward knot, and then 1 forward backward knot. Then with that same string, do 1 double backward knot, and then with the dark pink string you just knotted with, do 3 double backward knots. Then with the left middle string, so this one, you're going to do 5 double backward knots. Alright, and now we're just going to reverse what we did here. We're going to do that on the other side, but mirror it. So take the rightmost string and do 3 double backward knots. And then a backward forward knot. Then with the new rightmost string, do 1 double backward knot, and then a backward forward knot. Then with that same string, do 1 double forward knot. Then with the dark pink string you were using earlier, do 3 double forward knots. And then with the pink string that is still in the middle, do 5 double forward knots. So now we are going to knot together the 2 strings that are now in the middle. So with the left one, do a double forward knot over the right one. Then with the string you were just knotting with, do 4 double forward knots. And then a forward backward knot. Then with the other middle string, do 4 double backward knots. And then a backward forward knot. Then with the new middle strings, take the left one and do a double forward knot over the right one. And then with the one you just knotted with, do 2 double forward knots. And then a forward backward knot. Then with the other middle string, do 2 double backward knots. And then a backward forward knot. Then take the 2 new middle strings and with the left one, do a double forward knot over the right one. Then with this one, do a forward backward knot. And then with the other one, do a backward forward knot. Then the left one, make a double forward knot over the right one. Then close the white diamond with 2 double forward knots on this side. And 3 double backward knots on this side. Then take the turquoise string over here and do 2 double backward knots. And then a backward forward knot. Then with the rightmost string, do a double backward knot, and then a backward forward knot. Then do a double forward knot with the same string. Then with the turquoise string, do 2 double forward knots. And then a forward backward knot. Then we're going to repeat this on the other side, but mirror it. So take the turquoise string over here and do 2 double forward knots. And then a forward backward knot. Then with the leftmost string, do a double forward knot, then a forward backward knot, and then a double backward knot. Then with the turquoise string, do 2 double backward knots, and then a backward forward knot. Alright, and now with the right middle string, do 2 double forward knots, and then a forward backward knot, and then with the other middle string, do 2 double backward knots, and then a backward forward knot. Then with the 2 new middle strings, knot the left one over the right one, and then with the one you just worked with, do a forward backward knot, and then with the other one, do a backward forward knot, and then a double forward knot. Then with the white thread on the left, do 2 double forward knots, and then with the white thread on the right, do 3 double backward knots. Alright, and then with the turquoise thread on the left, do 4 double forward knots, and then with the turquoise thread on the right, do 5 double backward knots. Then make a chevron to frame this turquoise triangle. So with the pink thread on the left, do 5 double forward knots. And then with the pink thread on the right, do 6 double backward knots. Alright, now take the 3 strings on this side and put them to the side, and then take 3 strings on this side and put them to the side, because right now we will only be working with the 6 strings in the middle. So with the white string over here, do a backward forward knot, and with the left string over here, do a forward backward knot. With the right pink string, do a double forward knot, and then a forward backward knot. And then with the other pink string, do a double backward knot, and then a backward forward knot. Then take the left middle string and do a double forward knot over the right middle string. Then with the pink string on the left, do a double forward knot. And then with the pink string on the right, do 2 double backward knots. Alright, and then we're going to repeat this 2 more times, so we're going to have a total of 3 of these little diamonds. So with the white thread on the right, do a backward forward knot, and then with the other white thread, do a forward backward knot. Then with the white pink thread, do a double forward knot, and then a forward backward knot. And then with the other pink thread in the middle, do a double backward knot, and then a backward forward knot. Then with the left thread in the middle, do a double forward knot over the right thread in the middle. Then with the right pink thread, do a double backward knot. Then with the left pink thread, do 2 double forward knots. So that is our second diamond done. So take this white thread and do a backward forward knot. And then take the other white thread and do a forward backward knot. Then with the right pink thread, do a double forward knot, and then a forward backward knot. And then with the other pink thread, do a double backward knot, and then a backward forward knot. Then take the left middle thread and make a double forward knot over the right middle thread. And finally, almost done, let's take the left pink thread and do a double forward knot, and then the right pink thread and do 2 double backward knots. You can make this diamond chain as long as you'd like. However, the pattern does say 3, but you can make it longer or shorter depending on how long you want the bracelet to be. This also applies for these diamonds up here. You can make more of them or less of them, only 1, or you can do 3 of them, or 4 or 5, depending on how long and how often you want to repeat the pattern. So anyway, now that our diamond chains are done, we can bring these threads back here. I'll start on this right side, do a double backward knot, and then with the same thread, do a backward forward knot. With the same thread, again, do a forward backward knot, and then repeat the backward forward knot and then the forward backward knot until it is as long as your diamond chain. Once you think that your chain is an appropriate amount, it should be a little bit higher, so it should be in line with sort of the edge of this diamond, not all the way down, but sort of at the edge. Then do a double backward knot. And then with that same thread, do 3 more double backward knots. So that's going to connect this chain to this diamond chain. Alright, and then we're going to repeat this on the other side. So take the leftmost string, it should be pink, and then first make a double forward knot, then make a forward backward knot, and then make a backward forward knot. And then repeat this chain until it is as long as the other chain that you just made. Alright, and once the chain is as long as the other one is, then with the same thread, do a double forward knot. And then with that same thread, do 4 double forward knots. So this will connect the chain to the diamond chain. Alright, so now your bracelet is in one piece again. So now I'm just going to do a chevron with this orange thread first. So I'm going to do 5 double forward knots. And then with the other orange thread on the other side, I'm going to do 6 double backward knots. Once you're done with that chevron, then just do another chevron with a light orange thread. Once you're done with those 2 chevrons, then you can repeat all the way back from the beginning, because you can see the white thread is next, and you see here we started with the white thread. So you're just going to repeat this one more time. That should be long enough to make about 5 inches. It comes out to about 5 inches for me if you include the loop. If you need it to be longer, then you can repeat it a 3rd time or even a 4th time, although that would create sort of a choker at that point. But anyway, I will fast forward and I will show you the bracelet when I have completed it. Alright, so I have just repeated this section again, and so now my bracelet is about as long as I want. It's about 5 inches, 5 to 6 inches. So now I'm going to just make an overhand knot here, and then braid the 2 ends. Alright, the ends are braided, and we are finally done. So hopefully this tutorial was able to satisfy a lot of your requests, because again, I received so many requests for this. But if you decide to make this bracelet and you have an Instagram account, then take a picture of it and tag me. My username is Alex Innovations, and I might see it and feature it on my page. So anyway, hope this helped, and thank you so much for watching. Bye! If you like this video and want to see more, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to keep the bracelets coming. Make sure you hit the bell that says all so you're notified for each one of my new videos. Also, please consider supporting me on Patreon. By contributing just a little bit each month, you can gain exclusive benefits like early access to my videos and bracelets shipped regularly to your front door. My Patreon is Alex's Innovations. The link is in the card and also in the description down below. Just a shout out to all of my Patreons, but especially my top tier supporters, Nancy and Simon. Thank you so much for all your support. If you're not already, follow me on Instagram at Alex Innovations. I do polls and surveys there that I later feature in my videos, so by checking out my profile, you can help me make better videos. As always, thanks for watching. See you next time.